What's up guys, welcome back here. Today I'm back here with another video. And you know I already have to go back to the realistic rebound videos. Now next up we're going to have the Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton coming off an 8-0 bubble. What move should they make to put them over the hump? Well, watch this video to find out. But before we even start, you already know it's going to be a banger. So don't forget to drop a like, comment down below any new video ideas you want to see, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Goal 100 by the end of the year. Only got 2 months left. Well, 3 months left. But let's see if we can hit it. But now let's get started. So first off, we started off the same way we start off every other video. And that's going to be with the NBA draft. And the Suns only have one pick. It's going to be pick number 10. I don't have them moving it because I feel like there could be a guy who follows them at 10 that I really think they should take. And that guy is Tyrese Halliburton. He's being compared to guys like Malcolm Brogdon because he's a guy who can get it done. He's an all-around player. The only problem is that he's like not flashy. His form is weird, but the shot goes in. And if it goes in, it goes in. He's a pretty good defender, great leader, great playmaker. And I feel like under the development under Ricky Rubio, he could become really scary. Since they don't have any other pick, we're going to move to options, and the Suns only have one, which is Cheick Diallo for $1.8 million team option, and I think they should accept it because really that's their only team option. He's only making $1.8 million. That's pretty cheap, and I think it would be kind of a steal, especially using him as like a trade bait, or maybe even just a rotational big, just in case you can't find any or can't bring Aaron Baines back. Now, there's two trades I made, and the first one is the Suns finding the power forward they need. Cam Johnson, he could be a great filler power forward, but I feel like this could take him over the hump to actually becoming a playoff team. And that is a sign and trade with Danilo Gallinari. Now, you may be wondering, what's the contract like? Doesn't it have to be a long-term deal for a sign and trade to happen? It's going to be a 3-year deal worth around $52 million, but it starts at $18 million and goes down every year. So he's making cheaper as he ages. And in exchange, the Oklahoma City Thunder will receive Frank Kaminsky, the rights to Dario Saric, Ty Jerome, and a 2022 top 10 protected first round pick, which will roll over to 2023. The Suns need to hit the reset button, yet they're already stacked with a bunch of yard guards. So they could use a young big that could replace Steven Adams in the near future. And even though Frank Kaminsky's not the youngest, he's still a little bit of youth that could really replace Steven Adams when his time comes, when he's a free agent and demands money, or when he starts to age because he takes a cheaper deal with the Thunder. You may need someone to take his role, and if you can't really get anyone, you can roll with Frank Kaminsky. Ty Jerome adds to the stack of young guards. He has potential to be something. And then you get the rights to Dario Saric, a nice young four who could really replace Danilo Gallinari at that spot. A decent shooter. He was really a key component to both the Suns and the Sixers squads. And I feel like he could be a nice component for the future lineup of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then the Suns get the power forward that they need. Cam Johnson, he's a decent forward, but I like him as a backup. Danilo Gallinari has taken the role of a starting power forward, and he can really excel at it, being able to score at different levels, creating his own shot. Even though it's a 3-year deal, it's decreasing every year, so even when he ages and gets worse, the contract will go down. And maybe if he even gets better, it'll look at one of the steal contracts of the year. And the second trade is going to be with the San Antonio Spurs, as the Suns get a scoring guard in Derek White. In exchange, the Spurs will receive Cheick Diallo, Jalen Lecque, a 2024 and a 2025 second round pick. You may think it's an underpay for the Spurs, but we're saying they hit the reset button and want a completely young squad. Derek White's actually pretty old, older than you expect, being around the 26-27 range. So he wouldn't really be part of the timeline. You get a guy like Jalen Lecque, who is an athletic freak and only 20 years old, a big man in Cheick Diallo who's 24, since you don't really have a roster with young bigs, just young forwards and guards. Cheick Diallo can be your young bigs. In those 2 seconds, you're hoping that by then the Suns are starting to age and get worse, so that those could be high seconds that you could use to draft someone in the future. And the Suns, they really get the backup guard they could use as a scoring player off the bench who could really help bolster their bench and even further their case at being a playoff contender. And even when they make the playoffs, Derek White has proven this, showing up during those times, and that could really help the Phoenix Suns. After free agency, the Suns will have a decent amount of cap, but I feel like their roster is basically set, so only have one move they'll make. They're going to be re-signing their boy Aaron Baines, who had a great year averaging 11.5 points and 5.6 rebounds, shooting 48 from the field, 35% from the three, taking 4 3-point attempts a game. Never took more than 1 3-point attempt a game, other than this year and last year when he took 1.2. And he even shot 74.7% from the free throw line. He's been a great big, and he was doing this just in 22 minutes. His per 36 stats will be kind of insane, no cap, averaging 18.5 points and 9.1 rebounds. And I feel like his veteranship as a backup big could really help the Phoenix Suns. And I feel like he even contributes very much, having some huge games throughout the season. And with that being said, here is the 2020-2021 Phoenix Suns lineup. At point guard, you got Ricky Rubio. You may be wondering why I'm starting Rubio over Halliburton. It's just for chemistry. Booker, Rubio, Oubre, Ayton all played together in the starting lineup before. They could really gel together the following year if they continue that role. Shooting guard, Devin Booker. Small forward, Kelly Oubre. Power forward, Danilo Gallinari. And center, DeAndre Ayton. That's a pretty stacked starting five. But then the bench is actually kind of underrated. Point guard, Tyrese Halliburton. Shooting guard, Derek White. You combine the playmaking of Halliburton with the defense, with the scoring ability of Derek White, and that's pretty nasty. And then you get a 3-and-D wing at small forward like Mikal Bridges, another sharpshooter at power forward, Cam Johnson, and a guy who's been able to space the floor better, but provide inside presence in Aaron Baines. And then as the reserves, you're just going to have Cameron Payne as the only reserve on the team. There's really no other reserves. Cameron Payne can be like a veteran. They'll probably sign some fillers, but Cameron Payne can be a veteran. Maybe even get some minutes when guys like Tyrese Halliburton looks inexperienced. Cameron Payne can provide what he learned and bring what he got from the bubble and just try and bring it to the regular season so he can get another NBA contract and continue his NBA career. But with that being said, what do you think of the rebuild, guys? Make sure to drop a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace out, guys.